Hi, I'm Andy, the trend follower, and welcome to this week's review of the different asset classes in which there is a new signal. I hope you like this photo, by the way. This was a beautiful morning yesterday as I was out cycling and the sun was coming up and there was some mist and some frost. Just magical. I don't know which asset class is going to do best, so I follow all of them. Shares, property, gold, commodities, and bonds. And I always start off looking at equities or shares, which are of course the same thing. And I use a fund to get exposure to shares, and this fund has had a strong rise this week. In fact, it's closed only just above the green line, so this is a buy signal for me. The closure at the end of the week above this green line tells me that the sentiment is positive, so that's something that I'm going to be moving into. Okay, going to look at property next, and the fund that I get exposure to property through has also risen this week, but it hasn't closed above the green line, so I'm staying in cash in this sector. I wonder what will happen next week. Okay, let's look at gold next. This has risen further this week. You can see where I got in. It's been rising nicely, so my gold trade is very nicely in profit. Thank you very much. I'm staying invested, of course. Commodities are the next slice of the pie. No real change here. The past couple of weeks, commodities haven't changed really much in price, so the fund that I use to get commodity exposure is still down in the doldrums here, not much happening, so I'm much rather be in cash here, which indeed I am. So I'm staying in cash for the time being. Bonds is the last slice. I don't trade in and out of bonds. I just remain invested in them. I use three different funds, one denominated in British pounds, one denominated in euros, and one denominated in US dollars. I just hold them. It's nice and easy. So here are the traffic light signals for me for each of the asset classes this week. Shares, this is a new signal, so this has turned green, so this tells me that I should be investing in the fund that I use to get exposure to shares, so I shall be doing that next week. Property is a red still, so I'm in cash. Gold is a green, that's doing very nicely, of course, so staying invested there. Commodities, as I said, down in the doldrums. I don't want to be in commodities at the moment. They're not going anywhere, so quite happy to be in cash here. Bonds for me are always a green. So action required by me this week is to buy the fund that I get exposure to shares through. So I shall be doing that on Monday. Nice and simple, but actually in theory it's simple, but it's quite a challenge in practice, of course. I've got all sorts of reservations about investing in shares with Brexit coming on and all the uncertainty that there is, but I'm just going to follow my signals and see what happens. So watch this space. Now remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking about what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what to do. You need to make your own decisions about your investments. If you copy me, it could all go horribly wrong, of course. Regard this video just as entertainment, if you will. I hope you've had a great week and you'll have another good week coming up. I'll do another video for you all next weekend. Thanks so much for watching. See you then. Bye for now.